Next story, AOC. So AOC, no one made a bigger claim that they want to run for office and overcome one major objection. You know what the objection is? Are we ready for a female president who may be pregnant? Well, she overcame that objection by doing one thing. You know what that was? She froze her eggs, and she did it live. And here's her doing it. So go for it if you want to play this clip for the audience to see.
Don't be weird about this.
It's too late.
No, I know all of you will be. Okay.
So what is she doing here? She's
playing for the camera.
No, she puts the shot.
No, I think
Is she already pregnant?
I'm curious. I don't know what. I don't know the.
She's got.
I'll make the noise. Ow.
No, that was
I
you.
hate
Benny.
needles.
That wasn't so bad.
What is
She's
it?
gained a lot of weight.
She,
I'm not even being rude. She looks like she's gained a lot of weight.
okay.
Guys,
you asked what this
object-
is?
I want to hear Tom. What she's
Bro,
doing?
we're talking about it.
I
You're talking
believe
about her
this
weight.
is
I'm saying she's
this is
usually
hormone
pretty fit.
or
So-
medication treatment.
This is not GLP.
No, this is hormone or
she's-
medication treatment
yes.
in preparation for having your eggs harvested from your body and frozen.
So what do you think the message is? Why be so important that make a video about it? Are you trying to overcome an objection? Is it a marketing stunt? Is it a way of saying, hint, hint, I'm running in 2028? What do you think the purpose of that video is?
I've
The
frozen
average
my
person-
eggs. I can be
Tom,
a full.
You've frozen your eggs?
I thought you were pausing. I'm
No,
sorry.
but the question is, when somebody does this, when in the history have you seen an influencer or somebody running for office publicly show that they're freezing their eggs? What would be the outcome of doing that?
I believe this is my speculation. This is just Tom talking. I can be a very effective president. You don't have to worry about it. If I want to have children, I can have a surrogate do it.
agree.
You know, they can take my husband, you know, and send him into the bathroom with a plastic cup, and then we can take my frozen eggs and we can go, you know, fertilize them and then have a surrogate carry. I can be a fully functioning president and still build a family.
So you also see it as, this is my way of saying, don't worry about me. I'm running for office and I'm not going to be pregnant.
She's trying to take that objection away.
Okay, and then she was also asked a question about being a DSA or not. And here's her reaction. I think that's the video about her being part of the DSA. And she answered in an interesting way. Go forward.
By the way, just a quick definitional thing. What, in your mind, is the difference between socialism and communism?
I think, to me, the fundamental differences, I mean, there's many.
Yeah.
One prevailing one is democracy. And I believe that democratic socialists are fundamentally pro-democracy. And we believe in the ballot box. We believe in respecting the outcomes of elections and governing democratically and ensuring that the ideas and policies that are implemented are won through popular vote and popular opinion. And so I think that's why so much of what we focus on is also making sure that we are providing for the majority of Americans, guaranteeing health care, raising wages, strengthening the right to a union. And I think that that's at its core what we're about.
Are you still a member of Democratic Socialists of America?
Of the New York City chapter.
The New York City chapter, not the national.
No.
What's the difference? So you're still a democratic
That was a
socialist.
nice little word salad right there.
It's Pat. We talked about this earlier. If you're in the mafia, it doesn't matter if you're in the New York chapter or the Cleveland chapter. You're in the mafia. Like shut up. Like it's just.
Straight from
and by the way, and credit where credit's due. You've told us about her. You warned us about her. And listen, the Smile and the Young and this movement. Say socialist. Say communist. Say everything, guys. These people are for defunding the police. They are for abolishing ICE. They are for opening the border. They absolutely hate you if you're rich and you're making money. And from her estimate, Tom, the world is going to end in what, 12 years from 2000?
Okay, well,
what?
Everything you're saying is correct. Can you guys? I sent you the cal sheet. Will you
excited.
pull that up?
I don't listen. Besides the Tom, she'll probably going to be the nomination for the Democratic Party. But I want people to know this movement, that big tent that they keep talking about. I'm telling you guys right now, Tom. At the end of the day, the Hassans, the movement, all these guys, that whole Islam and whatever. She can say what she's doing, Tom. They're opening the doors for all these people. And I've said this before: the enemies we don't fight in our lifetime, Tom. Our children are going to have to fight it. Your children, and guess what? I'm saying when it comes to that, my attitude is simple. We have to fight it now. Bring it on now. Because guess what? They're going to have their own fight, 1,000%. I'm not taking it away. But as long as I don't want them to inherit the same fight that we are. We can't just sit back and be like, oh, yeah,
Nobody's
they're
sitting
here.
back. I am absolutely not sitting
he's
back.
saying you're sitting back. That's what Vinny's trying to say. To
All
you.
right. Well, then I'm not sitting back. I'm saying
He's saying that, though.
The opponent in the general election is very critical. And I believe she is going to be that opponent.
I agree.
So we need to be ready to fight her
That
values.
was crazy, though. Don't forget that you guys call me crazy.
I didn't. Adam didn't believe it. He still doesn't believe it.
No.
Pat and I talked over the weekend,
we
and
did.
Pat pointed out
You
that
said,
I was.
Pat, specific words you guys said. You're crazy and you've lost your mind.
Me?
That was you, Tom.
You're crazy, man.
I don't, Pat.
You know what?
Wait a minute.
I like you, man, but you're crazy.
You're crazy.
We talked this weekend, and Pat reminded me. He said, "Tom, you thought it was speculative, and you weren't there, but you at least gave some hearing
the
to
one,
it." I
Pat.
never said
He's
Pat
the
was
one.
crazy, but
Stay
she's
your
right.
position, Adam.
So
Go
to
ahead.
your point, Vinny, we have to get ready.
for Tom.
$175 million in predictions on Kalshi,
Go ahead.
and now she's within 1.5 points of Gavin Newsom.
Go ahead, Adam.
Who's been quiet?
Adam, go ahead.
I want Tom to finish.
No,
his
go
point.
ahead.
You good?
Come.
Okay. I'm actually happy
feel
for
better
you.
now.
You good?
I feel better now.
Get it out, baby. Get it out. You good?
Go ahead.
All right, good. I'm actually happy for AOC. I'm happy for her first husband, Riley Roberts, who could potentially be the first husband of the United States. I know that Kamala didn't
First
pull
partner.
it off. First partner. And I'm looking forward to her being pregnant. I wonder if she wants to be referred to as a mother or if she wants to be known as a birthing person. I want to know what happens maybe if she has a kid that wants to transition.
She's
how she would feel
formidable
about
as
that.
It gets. Take as many shots as you want.
I'm
this
not
is
taking
a formidable
shots.
person.
These are policies she supports, sir. So don't tee on my parade right now. One of the things she said here was women can do anything, which I agree with. The challenge is that they can't do everything. So is she going to be a mom? Is she going to be the president? Is this guy going to be the first lady husband? We're going to see what happens. But it's always interesting to see what happens when they dictate everything you should do. But when she becomes pregnant and a mother, I wonder if she's going to want to trans the kids or not.
Yep. So and by the way, while you were staying on this topic, she was also asked about Hasan Piker because a video went viral this weekend of an old clip of Hasan Piker. You showed it to me. I think this is the one, Vinny, of him. Watch this clip of Hasan Piker. Go for it.
We're going to keep bringing in immigrants into this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister and then maybe even your daughter. We're going to destroy the white race, bitch.
I didn't know this
That's
wasn't.
what we're here to do.
I don't know.
We're going
I
to
thought
keep
this
bringing
was,
in
what do you
immigrants
call
into
it?
this
Posit?
country.
Wow.
I thought it was bleep. So anyways, this is him from in the past when he made this video. And so AOC was asked in the same interview, what you think about Hasan Piker. And I don't know, did you see that interview where the same guy's asking AOC about Hasan Piker?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, well, he's changed. He apologized.
Yeah, he apologized for saying America deserved 9/11. So we're supposed to go, okay, that's cool. As if, Pat, that feeling, the picture that he has of the World Trade burning and Americans dying and jumping to their death, just because he said he's sorry, move on.
Is this it?
Guys, move on. Yeah.
Go for it.
Another person who's been made an issue is Hasan Piker, who obviously endorsed Abdul al-Sayed in Michigan. You've been on his live stream, at least a few times. He's somebody who said, that America deserved 9/11. Now he backed off from that.
Yes, he's apologized.
But he said a lot of controversial things. Is he somebody that should have a role in the progressive movement going forward?
I think when we look at our elections that have happened, we have lost young people. Much hay was made about the fact that we lost young men in the last election. And many of the same consultants that are wringing their hands today were the same ones talking about how we need to go on Joe Rogan and we need to be not so, willing to engage in cancel culture. And I think that the flip-flopping on this is a tactical debate that they may be having.
But she does say that he changed. He's not the same and all that.
But let me ask
stuff.
you, and be honest, as a man, okay, somebody that said America deserves 9/11, somebody that said that kill capitalists and let the streets soak in their blood, and that refugees who escape communist regime can suck his you-know-what. You want me as a New Yorker and her as a New Yorker, shame on you to just go, well, he said he's sorry. Give me a freaking break, Pat. This is why Donna Brazile and all these people are like, we have a big tent. This is a party of a big tent because they know that their party's been hijacked because of their laziness and their TDS for 10 years, Pat. And they're done. It's over for them. It's over. She's going to be the face. The Hasan Pikers are going to be the grassroots people like the Charlie Kirks. And guess what? Just because they said they're sorry, they're all going to go, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. Okay? He's not got that. That guy hates America. He says he's unpatriotic. He dresses up like Mao Zedong, like the
best thing you
loser.
want is for her to accept Hasan Piker.
She's good.
The best thing that can happen for you is the
Good.
left receives him.
I hope so.
The best thing that can happen.
They have.
I hope they all receive him. I hope they all support. I hope he
will.
campaigns with them.
They already have.
I hope he goes and campaigns with them because you have to realize that messaging of what he says, one, is a terrible example to America, and most people are not there with him. Most people are common sense. The youth is like, look, just allow me to have a life, buy a house, have kids, and afford to be able to build my own family. Most people don't have that kind of hate in their bellies. They don't. The guy, the way he speaks purely the hate language. It's purely the hate language, and it's very attractive to who? There's a video that's gone viral that Anthony asked me a question of this. I never know what Anthony's going to ask me when I walk in. He says, hey, can you react to this video? What's the video? This video is a video of a guy that used to be in PHP, and he says that if a person walked out of your meeting, that you would lock the door. I said, yeah, I would. So tell me why you would do that, because I don't want you to distract me. By the way, ask people that were at the Vol conference early on. See what they would tell you. Hey, you've been to the Vol conference early on.
You
I had
early
a
on.
bladder
In the building.
infection.
If you walked out, I'm like, dude, wait till the next break to walk back in because everybody would do it then as
standard.
distraction. So even one guy in the middle of the meeting, what do? I said, hey, guy, listen. I go up to him. Man, this is a waste of my time. And his business partner's like, dude, we're here. We need to take our business to the next level. This is a waste of my time. You know how many deals I could be doing right now if I was back at home? I said, so you realize if you talk like that, if you're not here, does a business run without you? And I said, you don't own your business. Your business owns you. And he kept bitching to his partner. Finally, I said, look, I'm willing to give you twice the amount of money you invested to buy a ticket here as long as you leave within the next minute. It was like $6,000.
He took it.
I said, you have 60 seconds. He took it. I said, go to outside. Tell him I'm going to text my guys right now. They're going to pay twice the money.
Wow.
He bought a $3,000 ticket. I gave him $6,000 just to leave. Those are the standards. But guess what's a popular video to make? Well, you know, these guys lock the doors and all. Yeah, we do. These are standards that we have, right? So Hasan's message is going to resonate with the people that also hate and are rage and anger. It does. How big is that population? Is it people that want to burn down America and rebuild it? Hell no. It's a smaller percentage. Let them have it. Let them have that community and see if that message is going to resonate with independent voters that you got to win over.
Exactly.
It's not going to. Independent voters
In
are not
the
going to go that route.
general election.
Here's how I
So-
look at it. Can I go?
Yeah.
Vinny touched on this. The left.
But I want to say a part that Trump is doing that it's a mistake. I want to get into this. I want to do something that the president's doing that I think it's a mistake. And I know I'm going to get, people, it's like, it's a bad thing about being in the position that I am and we are. How do I describe this? We don't have a place. I don't know how this makes sense. Like, the moment, is Jews are like, oh, PBD podcast is wrong. And it's like, I don't like what he said over there. So, Trump does. Why would he criticize the president? All he does is defend the president. Every week we're like losing
can't
people.
win
But let me
anybody.
tell you, Bill Maher said something here that I agree with, that I think the president's making a mistake with. I don't think we should go into this area. If you got the Bill Maher clip, this is socialism. Bill Maher accuses Trump of going further left than Dems. I said this a few months ago when they invested into Intel and said a percentage of it is the U.S. government. I don't know what the number was, $50 billion or $15 billion. Tom and I both agreed on this. Do you have the video clip on this? There's a video clip of Bill Maher saying this. I don't think we need to go into investing into companies. I don't think that's socialism. You're making it easy. So even though a person who's a great salesperson that can overcome any objection like the president can, he'll be able to convince his party and say, yeah, look how much money we made going into Intel. Look how much money we made investing into NVIDIA. Look how much money we made. We're making money for you. We're making money for you. I get it. But that's the socialist argument, nationalizing. Then they're going to be like, well, here, let me play the clip. This is what your president said. What's the difference? And then you're going to go this much, but you know how far they're going to go? They're going to go this much.
Exactly.
Then what do you do?
Correct.
So I'm not worried about a capitalist choosing to invest into companies because you're a capitalist. I'm concerned when a socialist gets in charge, which they eventually will. And then what are they going to be doing? Hey, let's extend this. What do they say? Give them a little bit. Go. The other day I watched, preparing for the Ben conversation, I watched this interview with, with Piers Morgan 30 days after Sandy Hook happened. And they're there, and Ben was calling out Piers Morgan. I don't know if you guys remember that interview. He says, do you realize of all these mass shootings, how many of them use AK-47? And Ben says, do you realize of all the people that were shot, the percentage that were by this, it's guns. Why don't you go ban guns? Go ahead, Piers. Why don't you ban guns if you really want to protect everybody? And Piers was stuck.
Yes.
He was cornered. And what is he trying to say? You give them a little bit, they're going to take a lot of it.
Yep.
If we're giving them an ounce of them being able to play the socialism card, they're going to go full on. You know what?
Yep.
You can't be making policies just based on you being president for the rest of your life. That's not how America runs. The way America goes is very different. It's very, very different. You know, is this the one? This is the one. Play this clip. Go for it.
So interesting, the wrinkle in this story, because now that they're communist, there's an opening for socialism. And you know who's filling it? Donald Trump. Donald Trump. How else do you explain a 9.9 stake in Intel?
Mistake.
By the government.
Don't
Is that
do
not
it.
socialism? NVIDIA, we took 15% cut
Mistake.
when we let them sell chips to China. Nippon Steel, that's merged with U.S. Steel. We have a golden share. We basically run their boardroom now. And you know this is socialism, I think, because Bernie Sanders agrees with it all.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to do it with the AI companies.
The free market is dead. They have decided that the government wants to control 30 different companies, and Intel alone, which was a loser because of NVIDIA, they basically own 9.9% of that company. And that's a lot. And President Trump, after they invested in this company, he then went on to buy stocks in NVIDIA, which shot up 200%. Okay, so he actually made a ton of money on this. His government created a floor on a stock.
You can pause it.
That he
By the
owns.
way, as a guy that voted for Trump 3 times, this is a mistake. We can't do this. Period. As a guy that voted for Trump 3 times, we cannot do this. Because, you know, it's crazy. Like the company I just left, my job, you know, when we went to this last conference, I told my guys, don't make it about me. Don't make a whole video as a founder. Patrick Bet-David did. I don't want any attention. I want to come give a simple message and leave. Tom, how many times did I say that to everybody?
You said it weekly for the past year.
Yeah.
Literally, you talked about
I
it.
don't want anything. I want all the attention to go to Bryan Adams. I want all the attention to go to integrity. I want all the attention to go to the leader's heart. All our guys that are growing right now. I don't want any of that attention. Why? Because I want the business to be healthy after we leave, right? Okay. You can't just think of how you can control these contracts with NVIDIA and Intel while you're president. You have to think about how it's going to happen when the next political party comes in charge. And what do they do with that? Do they abuse it? I don't think it's a good move. I think we're making a mistake and we're just feeding into the socialism argument. That, by the way, if I'm AOC, if I'm any of these guys, you know what I'm going to use? Guess what I'm going to use?
This.
I'm going to use that argument.
Of course.
You can't give it to them. You look like you want to say something.
Well, I wanted to weigh in on this. I agree mostly with you because I agree mostly with the position of Donald Trump. But here's what I've learned in politics. I'm never going to agree with anybody 100%. So I'm solving for 80. You know, the whole 80-20 rule, Pareto principle, the Reagan quote, someone that you agree with 80% of the time is a friend and ally, not a 20% enemy. Yeah, there's things I disagree with Trump. Look, let's use Charlie Kirk and Hasan Piker as an example. I think Hasan Piker is the Charlie Kirk of the DSA left. And you could put up Charlie's words. You may agree with them, you may disagree with them. I agreed with most of what Charlie said, but not everything. But when it comes to Hasan Piker, I mean, how many people agree with his greatest hits? I do not support the United States of America, says Hasan Piker. America deserved 9/11. My favorite flag is Hezbollah. I don't have any patriotism in my heart. If that's what you agree with, vote for that. I just think the average American is going to look at this and be like, this is absurd. I don't agree with everything Trump's doing, but I agree with nothing that Hasan Piker's doing. So as far as the economic thing, where I actually need some clarity is there a difference between a stake that they said, or a partnering or an investing, versus what the socialist communists want to do, which is seizing the means of production.
No, you can't.
There's a difference between 100% and 5%.
I get
and that's
it.
kind of what I'm getting at with the Charlie Kirk Piker thing. I agree with Charlie Kirk 90% of the time. I agree with Hasan
It doesn't
Piker
matter. That's
0%
That's
of
not
the
how
time.
life works, though.
I'm
Adam,
saying it's a binary option at
that's
that
not, that's not how life works. We can sit there and say this is not good. And a lot of times when you think, it's like, well, I can do anything and get away with it. You can't. Nobody can. Maybe for 3 months, maybe for 6 months, maybe for 12 months where you are so untouchable and you're insane status. Look what Iran's done. What is Iran war doing so far politically on every side of the Republican political party? Are they 100% supportive of it? No. What's happening? So nobody is a prophet forever and just loved and admired. Nobody is. Nobody is. I went to my insurance conference. My own guys didn't come and say hello to me. Sure. These are guys that I helped become decamillionaires. They didn't want to come and greet me. One of them. 2 of them. Well, how's that even possible? It happens. They forget. From stage, I said something. One guy's like, I don't remember. Of course you don't remember. You forgot a lot of things. That when you were only broke, going bankrupt, going through all the issues, one guy had your back the entire time. People forget. That's normal when it happens. You hope it doesn't happen.
But it happens.
But it happens. But you have to make the right decisions long term, not just for the old people that were there. You have to make it good for the new people that their lives are depending on you 10, 20, 30 years from now, that are the younger people coming up that want to have wife, kids, buy a house, buy a car, have their dreams become a reality. The moment you forget about those guys, forget about it.
I see what you're saying.
Forget about it.
HP analogy.
Forget about it. You got to think about as much as you love them, you got to forget about it and move on. Let me see if I have another story to get into or no.